Are you serious? Get some coffee and calm down. Are you serious? My wife, Heidi Begley, has done some phenomenal research. And it's going to show you just what a hypocrite Chuck Schumer is and Nancy Pelosi. Now, there's what's called Friends in Time of War, an annual gala held every year in Washington, D.C. between the United States and Russia. Friends during times of war. And here's the actual stationery. I'll be putting the link below for you. There's the actual stationery. Of course, during the Civil War, President Lincoln really needed the help from these two top military brass of Russia who helped us during the time of war, okay? Now, what we do every year is we honor the Russians for helping us. And in 2013, we, of course, as we do every year, we honored the Russians. So it's His Excellency, the ambassador of the Russian Federation, and his wife, Mrs. Sergey Kislyak. Who? Sergey Kislyak. Who is he? He's so insignificant, right? That's what Nancy Pelosi said. She said he's so insignificant. I don't remember him being at the table. You're lying, Nancy. He has been in Washington for 25 years. And in that picture that Trump posted of Nancy Pelosi and those Russian officials, he was sitting there. And he'd been in Washington 15 years. Now, he hadn't been as long as Nancy's been there. She's been there for like arc ages, she's ancient almost. If only we had term limits. Well, anyway, this gala, this event, which is so pristine and so well done and should be, has a bunch of board of directors for the American-Russian Cultural Cooperation Foundation. They have board of directors. It's a big deal, folks. And Susan Carmel Lerman plays a major role. She does a great job in trying to build relationships between the United States and the Russians. And also there was some honorary committee members, okay? There's the cultural ones, and then of course we have the congressional ones, okay? So we got a lot of members of Congress was here to honor Sergey Kislyak, the guy that nobody knows, and the guy everybody says is a spy, the guy that everybody in Washington, the media says is some kind of spy. Okay, wait a minute. I see a lot of names I recognize. Yeah, Tom Harkin. I know you, Saxby Chambliss. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know Patrick Leahy. Sure. Who? Senator who? Charles E. Schumer. No. Charles E. Schumer would never be at a gala working closely, building relationships with the Russians, and certainly not on the night they're honoring the distinguished honorary, His Excellency. Oh, no, not Sergey Kislyak. Oh, no, this is a guy that met with Jeff Sessions. This is that supposedly Russian spy. This guy, Sergey Kislyak, there's no way Chuck Schumer would be going to this gala and building relationships with him and honoring our Excellency, the Russian ambassador in 2013. Oh, no, Schumer would never do it. Oh, no, it's Trump. It's Trump and it's Jeff Sessions and their secret meetings. When really Barack Obama coordinated the meetings that Sergey Kislyak had with, and not only him, but Obama set it up for 100 ambassadors to the United States to mix and mingle and have meetings with members of the Senate and the Congress, of which Jeff Sessions was a senator at the time. And he met with 25 ambassadors from 25 different countries out of 100. He met with 25, one of which was this guy. Yeah, Sergey Kislyak, of course, because he's the Russian ambassador. I mean, certainly you're going to meet with him. He's one of the most important men in Washington. I mean, that's what the gala said. He's the Excellency from Russia. Friends in the time of war. Right, Chuck Schumer? Quit being a hypocrite, Schumer. Quit being a hypocrite. You and Pelosi, the gig is up, guys. You have failed in the arena of ideals. You have backstabbed the United States. You have literally hated on this country to the point you've just about destroyed this country. The people are taking back the nation. We're going to help Trump drain the swamp in the midterm elections all across this country. There's about 10 or 11 senators that probably need to lose their seats. Been there so long that they're molded to the seats. I mean, you got to prop these guys up. They're sort of like that Joe Diffie song, prop me up next to the jukebox. I mean, you got to prop these people up in Congress. They've been there so long. Are you serious? So anyway, this is just shows you the hypocrisy of Chuck Schumer and the rest of this crowd. I'm going to put the Heidi Begley once again doing the research, getting her hands on the stationery from the 2013 gala, representing the distinguished excellency of the Russian Federation, the Russian ambassador to the United States, Sergey Kislyak, a friend of America, not a spy, not some back room. They weren't smoking big cigars, communist Cuban cigars that President Obama brought with him back from Cuba, and shots of vodka. No. It wasn't a secret meeting somewhere to overthrow what? The only overthrowing that you see going on is the conspiracy to overthrow the Trump administration and to destroy this nation that's going on, folks, in the swamp. I'll be back with more current. Look, do I pray for America? Absolutely. If I didn't love America, the flag wouldn't be on the wall. My 3 sons wouldn't have served in the military, one of which is serving right now along with his wife in the Navy. I would not be fighting as hard as I am right now for the rights to have freedom of speech and freedom of expression and freedom to worship America. This is America. We worship the Lord. And of course, Jesus come to set captives free. So we need to pray for our nation, pray for our president and his family, and pray for the vice president and his family, and pray for all leaders of Congress. Pray for all of them, all of our governors. Pray for the Supreme Court, and pray that God's will be done in this great nation. For this is one nation under God. This is a nation founded upon the Word of God. This is a country whose prime reason that we're here is because we left the church. We want to get out from underneath the monarchy of England. And we want to have the freedom to worship. And to come here and have the freedom to worship. And we have it. Let's keep it. Drain the swamp. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We're living in the last days.